quick Corona update. Before we begin, we just want to say that we hope everyone is staying safe and sane and healthy during this difficult time. Also, we want to thank our first line responders for their tireless efforts helping those affected by the virus. While we're all feeling the financial pinch, we want to ask if you could take a moment to consider donating to a local food bank or shelter. Even the smallest contribution you can make would make a huge difference to those in need, so thank you. And now, a little distraction from world events.
Welcome to episode 5 of... Is it episode 5?
It's episode 5.
Welcome to episode 5 of...
Be
Better! Yeah! We decided that we would dress up as our roommate.
This is not being better when it comes to fashion, but hey, I had to go all the way to the 80s to get my outfit.
Hey, Galen.
Hey, Galen. We're wearing your clothes.
Also, you can click the website in my Instagram, @EvanTodd here, and it'll take you to a Google form where you can submit questions, and we will probably address them on the show.
Which is what we're doing today. Cooper is hiding out in the show, behind the scenes.
Hey, Cooper.
Shit going down.
How do you think people are handling the COVID-19 crisis compared to the AIDS crisis?
Ooh.
That's a really great question.
Okay, so I was reading today, because I don't want to take credit for this as my own original thought. I actually read this, but they were drawing parallels between the AIDS crisis and how it forever changed the gay community, because the copious amount of dying in a short period of time made the gay community unify, come together, fight for visibility, fight for equality, and fight for representation in the wider community and culture. And now we have equality in gay marriage. We have a lot less hate, homophobia. So they were then saying that this will have ramifications for all societies going forward, that we will start thinking about each other as one community, as one society. I really hope that happens. You?
I think the way we're handling the COVID crisis right now is an amazing example of what's possible when the entire world comes together to try and fight a single enemy. I think that the response to the AIDS crisis is an example of what happens when the entire world doesn't come together, because they see it not as their fight, but as the fight of a minority group. And so what was amazing during the AIDS epidemic was how the gay community rallied together and came together. And if you've ever seen How to Survive a Plague, it's an incredible documentary about the gay community during that time. From my understanding, there's still so much divide and so much everyone's working towards a particular cause, but it's really insular and really everyone's kind of on their own working on a thing. But when you share the information you have, when you share the resources you have, look at what we were able to do on a global level. I think that's where we are succeeding now, not because of Trump, but I think it's where we failed during the AIDS epidemic.
We realize this affects all of us, and I think that we've moved to action much faster maybe than the world moved to action around the AIDS crisis. Would you agree?
Yeah, that's a good way of setting that up.
Abrupt shift. Would you rather be stuck on an island with two exes you hate or two relatives you hate?
Exes, because we might fuck. I'm not fucking a relative.
I got nothing.
We're on an island. We will, whatever exes I had in the past, if we were stuck on an island, we would figure it out and we would make it work. And I was attracted to you at one point, so that was easy.
Yeah.
Humaning. Class.
Pure class.
My family hates homosexuals. Okay, I'm a homosexual. I was gonna move away for college, but they want me to stay. What do I do?
Can I set you up? Because I know you'll have a great answer.
Oh.
I don't think they hate homosexuals. They probably hate the idea of what homosexuals are and or represent. Once my family found out that I was one, their whole paradigm changed. It's your life, not theirs, all right? And I know this must be tough. We've all been there, but give them the benefit of the doubt that they can grow and they can change and they can learn. And the biggest fear my mom had is that I was gonna somehow change and become some different thing. And when she realized that I remained the same, she had to challenge her own assumptions and her own prejudices. So give them the benefit of the doubt that they can grow, learn, and change. And unfortunately, if you happen to come from a family that doesn't, then fuck them.
I agree with that. I think that, like, yes, be your authentic self, be who you are, you're amazing, and all of that. But I would have to say, if you rely on your family for the finances to be able to go to college, the finances to be able to get a degree and move on and create the life that you want to create, now may not actually be the time to come out to them. And I hate saying that because I want people to come out to their families, and I want to believe that all families are going to eventually embrace their kids. But you said my family hates homosexuals, which makes me think they could retaliate against you or push you out or exclude you. Try to convince them that the best college for you to go to is the college you want to go to, which is further away from them. You get to start to build the life that you want to live and create a community of people around you who support you for who you are, so that when you do come out to them, if they reject you, you have a community.
The most important thing is finding your family who love you for you and finding your tribe, right? So a lot of people, including RuPaul, talk about finding your chosen family, the family who love you for who you are, who accept you for who you are. I don't know your financial situation and if your parents are going to pay for college, or if you've got a full scholarship, or if you need to take out loans, or you can get grants. But the whole point is that you need to find a way to finance that, because your education is important.
It's so upsetting because going to college shouldn't cost you $100,000, but you can take out loans to go to school, in which case your parents don't really have a say in where you go. You are paying for your education. For a very short period of time in your life, you need to be strategic so that you can get as much out of this as you possibly can.
Be your true self, know who you are, but make a smart decision on your timing, okay? Pretty and smart things.
What is the first Broadway show you're going to see after this crisis? Well, I was supposed to go and see Diana. We had tickets to go see Diana. The night before they announced that all of Broadway was closing, we went and saw West Side Story, and it was so good.
So good.
I am not a West Side Story fan. I'm sorry.
Jerome Robbins?
I get why it was amazing. I get why it's important, but the actual experience of sitting through the show and like enjoying it, I've never really had until this production, and I really loved it. The guy playing Isaac Powell, playing Tony was really fantastic.
Oh, he was so good.
Yeah, I'm a young male actor and I've done Broadway, and so I look at guys. I am young, but I look at other actors and like, you know, you get a little competitive. Or like, hey, I could do that. Why am I not up there? And I looked at him and was like, oh God, I wish one day I could do what he's doing, because it's really, really good.
Yeah. One of the beautiful things about art is it can kind of hold up a mirror to society and make us think about how we behave, how we could behave better, how we could be different, and I'm hoping there's a great new show that comes out within 12 months that helps us all reflect on this experience and learn from it and grow from it. I really, like, hear me out there, I really hope someone does this.
So Mrs. Doubtfire, the musical.
Mrs. Doubtfire, yes.
Yeah. Life hacking.
$70 a week budget, how do I do that? So I want to reframe your question with a different way of looking at it. Think of it like a bucket. How do I fill the bucket with more every month? And how do I close up the holes? How do I cut my costs? There are a few programs in place right now to help people fill their own buckets a little bit more, whether they own a small business, whether they are on unemployment, whatever. And there are also ways you can cut costs. If you have a mortgage, how can you delay paying your mortgage for a few months? If you pay rent, how can you avoid having to pay your rent every month? So my advice to you would be look at ways to plug the holes in the bucket so you don't have so much outgoings, and at the same time look at those government programs at how you can get a little more coming in every month.
Yeah, I completely agree with Scott. I think that you are eligible for assistance if you're trying to look at a $70 a week budget, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that. We all pay into it. We all pay into it, so we should be able to draw from it when we are in need.
Let's talk about sex.
You want to talk about sex?
Yeah, I want to talk about sex.
What do you want to talk about?
Can we talk about how unsexy your moo-moo is?
This isn't a moo-moo. This
It's a moo-moo.
is. I also don't think this is cultural appropriation because it has a hoodie, and there's nothing Native American about a hoodie.
Okay, some of my friends and I are attracted to some gay men. Is that healthy? No! Shout out to Christina from Spain, who is lovely.
So does some of my friends really mean her? And
I like
attracted
her.
to some gay men really just mean you?
So first of all, thank you for being such an amazing human being and always interacting. As long as it's a healthy attraction, it's not getting in the way of your pursuit of mutually reciprocal relationships, then I think it's fine. It's important to keep those lines clear. Much like gay men and straight men having friendships, right? It's important to respect each other's boundaries, but of course you can have a mutual appreciation for each other.
In short, if you're only attracted to gay men, that's a problem. If every once in a while you see a gay guy and you're like, I'm attracted to you, you're hot, and I'm into that, and I would watch you, all right, cool. Also, there are gay men who are kind of into that. But if you're only attracted to gay men, that's something you need to look into.
Correct. I've had a lot of this.
I know I have too. On the spot. Oh, these are fun.
We're gonna tutor boot.
We are going to yup or nope, because I feel like tutor boot might be trademark.
I was kidding, Raj and Raven. We love you.
Hear that siren? Designer clothes for babies is a waste of money. Yeah.
That's self-explanatory.
Designer clothes? No.
Who the fuck cares?
They're really cute and I definitely want to buy some cute shoes.
No, your kid sucks.
Okay.
All right.
It's kind of strong.
All right.
Crazy cat ladies are actually happy. They don't seem crazy or alone. I think the stereotype is that crazy cat ladies are alone.
Yeah, like the joke's on us.
Sad.
Crazy cat ladies are happy.
They seem pretty happy.
Yeah.
So good for you, crazy cat lady.
Well done.
Pugs are cute.
Can I do this?
Well, I'm kind of that way too.
Yeah, here's the deal. Yes, they're cute, and they eat their own poo.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they lick your face, so it's like...
dogs, some dogs do that in general. I'm gonna go like this because, yes, they're cute because dogs in general are cute, but no, because they're not bred well, they are not supposed to exist in the world, and they have a hard time breathing, so you're literally just breeding dogs that you think are cute that end up having a really hard time surviving and are constantly drowning.
We're gonna presume straight men and women can be friends without it being weird.
I want to say that at the end of the day, yes, it is totally possible for a man and a woman to be friends with each other without it being weird, but it requires a lot of communication and a lot of honesty.
Fine, I agree. But he still at some point thought about whether or not he would fuck you.
Absolutely, and so did she.
Ooh.
Ross from Friends shouldn't have ended up with Rachel. You don't have an opinion, you never even saw Friends. Ross absolutely should have ended up with Rachel, right? Friends is the best TV show in the history of the world.
What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to say nope.
Ross should not have ended up with Rachel.
Nope, I disagree with that.
Oh, okay. I say this because Evan says this.
Billie Eilish is overrated.
Yeah, she's fierce.
Billie Eilish is amazing.
Ariana Grande is not as talented as people think. Do we agree or disagree?
Drinking pickle juice straight from the jar. What?
Why would you do that?
It's delicious.
No.
You never done it? You don't have to draw it out. Our videos are already too long.
I know.
You don't think it's gross. Yep or nope?
That's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's right. Huge trash. Florida.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning into episode 5
Of Be Better!
Stay tuned for the next episode where we're going to do even more nonsense.
Send us a message at my Instagram. You can click on the website. It'll take you to a Google form where you can submit questions, give us some feedback, and in the meantime, stay safe, be healthy. Don't go outside!
Self-quarantine.
Cheers.
Bye. I mean, would it be my go-to? No.
I'm going to it right now.